What's up, baby bards? I'm Anne Richmond, aka Hearthsinger, the head bark in charge. Yeah, that's bark, not bard today, for a very specific reason. When Steamforged Games Ltd released their Dungeons and Doggies and Cats and Catacombs miniatures, I was immediately enchanted. It was easy to fall snout over paws in love with these furry, domesticated animals now in stunningly detailed resin. Yes, I get hot for resin. Miniatures, I guess. I like to paint miniatures. That's am I doing it? Am I doing the YouTuber thing right? But now, my dear friends, we have the tools to bring them to life in-game. So let's dive in to Animal Adventures. So at first, these were just D&D themed awakened animal miniatures, but the Animal Adventures RPG starter set brung 6 quest-worthy critters to the table as fully formed pre-made characters, along with illustrated character sheets and stats and the matching miniatures, all in one package. And honestly, the true selling point of this is that they have a rule book that will get people rolling dice in less than 10 pages of directions, something that even the D&D starter set didn't do. Animal Adventures is fully compatible with Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and if you're used to the D&D starter set or the Essentials kit, you'll definitely recognize the benefit of only providing basic information required to actually start playing the game, because the folks at Steamforged have really created an even more elegant version of that as a launch pad for beginner players. So within this Animal Adventures starter set, they actually cover the definitions of every attribute and how they're used. They provide examples of gameplay and explain how to roll with advantage and disadvantage. So experienced players are absolutely going to notice that there are only attribute scores and no skill scores on these pre-made awakened animal characters, but they can just use straight attribute rolls to accomplish their goals. In this rulebook, combat is covered in just 2 streamlined pages. On their turn, they can choose 2 actions from a list that includes moving, casting a spell, attacking, running, dashing, or interacting with the environment in some other way. And while this doesn't match up to the more robust set of options listed in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, this provides focus and keeps the game moving forward. What I like about this elegant approach is that it allows players to focus in on something that excites them and then put it into action quickly without getting bogged down in the soup of indecision. In my opinion, what truly bonds people to the magic of tabletop RPGs are the choices that they make and the stories that they tell around the table, not the choices that they make before they fill out an extensive character sheet. Hey, maybe you disagree with me, and if you do, feel free to do so in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. To sum up, Dungeon Masters, I think, are going to find that this book is very easy to teach and to share, but they'll be even more delighted by the adorable DM screen that comes in the starter set. Not only does it feature beautiful little cute artwork, which is honestly a selling point of Animal Adventures, I will not lie, but on the back of the DM screen, it features a review of the combat listed in the rulebook, each of the pre-made characters' abilities, and the monsters that appear in the adventure that comes with the starter set. And for the adventure in the box, they include beautiful, evocative maps. And the adventure is The Curse of Dr. Krankenstein. This story is designed as the perfect one-shot to introduce your players to playing daring dogs and clever cats. You also get the miniatures for each of the 6 pre-made characters, that's 3 dogs and 3 cats, keeping it evenly matched, as well as cardboard tokens for all the monsters and important quest features. But wait, there's more. When you're ready to level up, why not try out the expansion? There is a new book called Animal Adventures: The Secrets of Gullet, Cove. This is a 170-page setting guide designed to bring your awakened animals into a wider fantasy world. Gullet Cove is a seaside locale that can be added to any fantasy RPG setting in order to explore a town full of adventurous animals and relevant plot hooks. What I enjoy most about this setting is that it gives you a great tool to help your players bring their most awesome animal character concepts to life while still leaving room in the same party for humanoid adventurers. Gullet Cove is home to both four-legged and two-legged folk, and both the villains and minions and denizens of Gullet Cove NPC chapters are going to give you stat blocks and information on a variety of characters and creatures to populate your adventures. From goblin nappers who kidnap animal in dead of night for profit, to golden crabs who make their home upon the shores of the Isle of Dogs, to Orlin, the rough collie warden of the Golden Collar, and of course Master Pettifer, the Sphinx cat who claims to be one of the first animals to have arrived in Gullet Cove, and who many rumor to be immortal. Secrets of Gullet Cove also provides new character creation details for cats and dogs, things like size categories with relevant stats or breed abilities, which kind of operate like feats, like Assistance Dog, which allows you to help allies make perception checks with advantage, or 9 Lives for cats, which allows you to roll death saves at advantage. There are also new backgrounds for awakened cats and dogs to help you place them within the world of Gullet Cove or whatever fantasy world you're choosing to play them within. My personal favorite is the dog background ability that allows them to easily search for information from local dogs, because it reminds me of any, animal-based Disney movie where the dogs are barking at each other from fire escapes and windows across an entire story, having a whole life we humans are completely unaware of. Puppers. Every section of the book is broken down into a cat section and a dog section, including for class. And both cats and dogs have their own versions of each D&D class. The illustrations for each are so inspiring and absolutely stunning, but you should note that within this book, at least if you were going to play rules as written, that it does place some limitations on subclass choices, as well as providing alternate class features that have more to do with the animal. For example, cat monks are able to roll dexterity checks with advantage when navigating difficult terrain or leaping over gaps, and dog paladins automatically grant a nearby ally immunity to fear when they channel divinity. The book also provides new animal-centric religions and guilds for characters to weave into their backstories, or of course to interact with on quests. For religious doggos, you have the Good Mother, which is a multifaceted canine goddess of nurture, the hunt, protection, redemption, exploration, and of course the all-important companion's bond. And cats are given access to a 4-god pantheon, including the ruler Urbaste, the mercurial Tom of the Alley, the mysterious Old Striped One, and the lethal Shadow Mover. As a part of character creation, cat and dog characters can declare their affiliation with one of various guilds, including the Order of the Golden Collar, dedicated to the protection of all creatures in Gullet Cove, or the Cradle, a feline thieves guild filled with code names and, intrigue. For Dungeon Masters looking for inspiration, the book includes 5 different adventures for characters leveled 1 to 6. And what I love about the way that it's done is you can take those adventures and play them individually as one-shots, or you can string them together for a multiple session short starter adventure that can lead into an established module, or you can break into a campaign of your very own creation. To go with the book, Steamforged Games has released a few new miniature sets, including more cats and dogs to embroider into your tales, as well as monstrous minis, including the Necromastiff and his horde of skelly cats, the wicked criminal mastermind, the Rat King, surrounded by his were-rat denizens, and of course, the gruesome Radicalism. It's been a long time since I really felt I could this easily slide into a setting, and Steamforged Games has made it so easy between the starter set and the detail and care in the Secrets of Gullet Cove book and all of the supporting miniatures. It has truly cast bardic inspiration on me and given me the tools I need to bring new players to the pack. Arrgh! Yeah, that's right. I'm howling now. This is a channel where I howl. So whether you're a player looking for new ways to engage with a hobby, or you're a dungeon master looking to become a dungeon mastiff, this setting is sure to enchant. You know I had to do it to him. So tell me in the comments below, are you team feline, team doggo, team two legs? How do you see your character fitting into Gullet Cove? If you enjoyed this video, by all means give it a like, do me a subscribble, and of course come back next week for more TTRPG content. And keep in mind, you can play Dungeons & Dragons with me for as little as $5 a month on Patreon. I'll leave the link in the info section below, and I'll see you all on the next quest. Bye! Are you a dungeon doggy? Can we put this hat on you? Oh my goodness. Here. Put your head up, honey. It's okay. Be brave. Be so brave. You don't have very many hit points, but you're so brave. Oh, maybe next time. Look. Oh, yes. It's fine. Everything's fine for you. Animal adventures. Aww. Here we go. Yeah. Is it happening? Aww.